2020, his claims about that election. Will it allow for the termination of all the rules, regulations, and articles in the Constitution?
I mean, we can both agree that election was rigged.
I think this guy's rage baiting. I think that guy's rage baiting.
How's your debates been since you started, man?
Bro, honestly, I don't know. I just feel really calm today. I'm in a good mood, obviously, because it's Valentine's Day, and I had a really good morning with my girlfriend. And I kind of feel like they've been pretty good because I've been so calm. Like that first guy that I had up yesterday that you ended up hopping into the conversation with, he came back up. And I drilled him. Not Brody. Josh. It was like the very first guest from yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
That guy. The Galaxy. Yeah, he came back up again. But like I just, like I said, I feel really calm today, so I wasn't like too interrupty or anything. And I just completely like drilled his ass, completely fried him on the 14th Amendment. Then he said, Dean, I got to leave again. Like he just ended up like leaving midway through the conversation, just like he did yesterday, because I just got him in like a place where, he had no counter argument. Evan, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Drilled.
Fuck Israel.
Okay. Honestly, there's a lot of people on the right and the left that say fuck Israel. Are you a Trump supporter? Well, it looks like you just came up here to say that. All right, moving on to the next guest. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up into the box right now, folks. Only up inside of the queue of your MAGA. Y'all already know what the rules are, so please try to follow them.
MAGA.
Please try to follow them. What are we doing? All right, you're going to get banned if you don't follow the rules, quite frankly.
Oh, my God. Hello?
Hi, do you support Trump?
I have a question for you.
I know, but do you support Trump?
No.
Then you have a good rest of your day. Moving on to the next guest. I don't know really what's going on, folks. It's either you follow our rules or you just get banned, like, quite frankly. There's a couple people that I want to thank real quick. Connor, thank you for the $5 over on Venmo. Felipe, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. Show some love to Felipe and Connor while we're trying to get that next guest up in here. Same thing with you, Kara. Thank you for the $5 who says, thank you for what you do. I appreciate you, Kara. Then Vanessa, thank you for the $10 who says, Dean, thank you for your patience and your knowledge. I always rage clean when I listen to your debates. These MAGA clowns on live stream and the house has never looked so clean. Yeah, I bet that these live streams help you keep your house squeaky clean. Still trying to find somebody that's down to debate. Parker, how are your struggles with finding somebody to debate you? Because I'm not having too much luck.
The very beginning of my stream was bad, but after that little issue, because I had a few fucking issues, then it was fine.
Yeah. Hello, that MF. Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do actually.
Feed us.
Yeah. Well, I hope that you figure that one out. You have about 10 years to figure that one out, so we'll worry about you later down the line. Amy, thank you so much for the $15 over on Venmo. Thank you so much for that love, Amy. I want to see 150 Amy W's down below for the $15. Happy Valentine's Day. Amy with the 15 says thank you for all you do. Well, I appreciate you. I hope that you're enjoying the live stream so far today, and thank you for this support. Same thing to Emma Mark. Thank you guys for the 5, and then Aria. Thank you for the $5 as well. Welcome in, Spook. Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
All right. You're also like 14, so goodbye. Follow our rules. They're very simple to follow. You just have to be an American adult that supports Trump as president. Now, if you break those rules, you're going to get banned. I mean, no real exceptions today, as always. Definitely no exceptions ever for minors. So just stay out of that queue unless you're an American adult that supports Trump. Hi, do you support Trump?
Yes.
And how old are you?
I am 18.
What year were you born in?
I was born in 08.
What month?
August 5th.
17. Moving on to the next guest. We got our next guest loading up in here. One Venmo just came through. Dakota, thank you so much for the $10. Who says, thank you for everything that you do, Dean. Appreciate you spreading your knowledge. Oh, thank you so much for that love, Dakota. Show some love to Dakota for the kind words in the $10 donation. Stephanie, hi, do you support Trump?
Hello, yes, I support Trump.
All right, guys, there's a bunch of kids in the queue. Can y'all stop ruining my stream, please? Just go scroll. Nobody, like, realistically, like, no one wants you here. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I hate to be that guy. Literally, no one wants you, like, in the box.
You don't want screaming fetuses in the box?
Yeah, I don't want any screaming. I don't want any screaming fetuses. All right, fetuses, as you said, in the box.
Fetusi, okay?
Yeah, fetusi. We have so many fetusi. We have to pluralize the term because of how many there are. Nate, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
What's up? Yeah.
How do you?
32.
All right, man. So tell us, why do you support this authoritarian nightmare?
So what's your definition of support?
Hard word to define. You
I
like
got
them
you.
as president?
Like, if you were gonna vote today, would you vote for Harris or Trump? If the election were held
Trump.
today. Okay, there you go. So why?
So I think supporting someone doesn't mean I support every single inch and centimeter of decision that they make or personal choices in their life. I think I can support them for how they run the country.
Okay, how so? How is your, like, can you name a policy that he's passed that you like?
Well, the border wall's now closed.
Well, that's not true. They're actively still working on trying to get funding for the border wall. They built less than 50 miles under their first administration. And then when the Biden-Harris administration tried to build more of that border wall to compromise with Republicans in the bipartisan border bill, they proposed over 150 miles, 3 times the amount of border wall that was built under his first term. Trump then told Republicans to vote against it. And there's been an ongoing struggle for Congress to get more funding for the wall. And we're over a year into his term, so that's just a complete made-up bullshit lie. Likely a talking point that you heard in 2020, and you've just kind of hung on to it ever since.
No, the border wall is very much closed. I don't know what rock you're living under. I don't know why you can't admit that. It seems
Wait, you think there's a border wall across the entirety of the southern border?
No, I know there's not, but the crossings are down.
Crossings
way
are
down.
Okay. So
Under now
crossings being
versus-
down is how you determine it. Okay, so then do you think it was more secure when Biden actually handed it over to Trump than when he originally inherited it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just talking about right now. Right now, the crossings are way down, and that's a good thing. And I think too the pursuit of deporting illegals. That's something I support. And
I
then the child
understand.
tax credit is pretty cool.
Let's stick on the border here for a second. Let's stick on the border here for a second. Let's talk about crossings. I understand how on its face value, okay, it's seemingly good that there's less undocumented entry. But I dispute that it's good that there's less undocumented entry because of the means that Trump has used to cause there to be less undocumented entry. They're very bad, and we'll get into that here in a moment. First, I want to give an analogy. Would you argue on its face value, if a boss is able to increase his workers' productivity, that would be a good boss?
Yeah.
Okay, but like, what if that boss was able to increase their workers' productivity by, at the end of the month, every month, literally killing the least productive worker? Sure, that would still increase worker productivity. They have much more motivation to work harder now. Okay, but we still wouldn't say that's a good way to increase productivity. Therefore, that's not a good boss and they should be fired, right?
Yeah, it's pretty extreme.
Yeah, so if you use like super extreme and immoral means to achieve this end of more productivity in the workplace, or in the real world, as we're talking about Trump, less undocumented entries, it's still yet not something that we should support. And that's exactly what's happening. The reason why we have less undocumented entry into America isn't because the Trump administration has implemented any good long-term effective border policy, but it's rather because they're abusing the human and constitutional rights of the undocumented immigrants that are already here. We see instances across this country of people being racially profiled because of the color of their skin or the accent/language they speak in. Okay? We see undocumented immigrants with no criminal record being deported with no due process, as many judges have ruled, to a place in El Salvador where they're literally getting tortured, being forced to kneel from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., and if they fall out of exhaustion, they're beat by the guards. We see 5-year-olds like Liam Ramos being held in ICE detention centers across this country, being fed food with maggots in him, throwing up because of its quality, then refusing to eat and becoming sick, even though Liam Ramos is a citizen and his father is a legal immigrant. This brutality, this heinous human rights abuse, this ignorance and violation of our Constitution is what has scared new entry away. And that's why border crossings have gone down. And that's also why we shouldn't necessarily support it.
So one, you do admit that it's gone down. You told me at the beginning that it wasn't closed, but I guess we'll move on from that. I mean, look, man. I don't
need to move on because my claim isn't that the crossings have gone down because the border's closed. My claim is that the crossings have gone down because Trump is scaring new entry away by heinously abusing the human and constitutional rights of the undocumented immigrants and many legal immigrants and citizens that are already here.
Dude, why is
So
this
have the
shit
illegal
lagging?
immigrants decreased because of Trump? Is a yes or no?
Yeah, the same way that productivity in the workplace would have
All right,
increased
right
because
on.
of this boss that was killing the least
Sure.
effective worker at the end of every month.
Sure, but they're down, right? And that's what a lot of Republicans support, and that's what we voted for. And so,
So
obviously,
why are
look,
you
like,
ignoring the nuance of
he's
using
not going out
incredibly
killing
immoral
people.
means to achieve that end of abusing human rights and constitutional rights? Like, I feel like there's sincerely, like, very few.
You're
Let me
taking
speak.
maybe.
Let me speak. The real man's talking.
Well,
I feel
you've
like.
spoken a lot.
Well, I just have one more thing to say. I'll be quick. I feel like there's only a very small group of humans that are alive that can't conceptually grasp my comment that it is a bad thing for Trump to negate the Constitution, infringing on the constitutional rights of many, and abusing human rights. Those are not means that a president should be using to reduce undocumented immigration into this country. In fact, using those means only makes our country worse off, on top of being strictly anti-American, rooted within the fact that it is propped up on an abuse of the American Constitution, a neglect of federal law, and ignorance and neglect of human rights.
I think there's a small minority of people on the far right who probably get excited when crazy stuff happens, like the Nick Fuentes people, the country. But dude, for the majority of the people, no one wants anyone to die. No one wants anyone to get shot. That's not what we're about. But dude, when it comes down to it, like, the most important thing is me and my family. And when there's too many people in my state, it causes issues. There's
Undocumented immigrants
less
only help you.
jobs, there's less housing, it raises the prices for everything.
Wait, Nate, can I tell you
And
something
so-
interesting here that you're not taking into account? It's that when people come to the country, they don't just demand goods and services; they also provide goods and services. So it's
do,
multifaceted
right.
within
But
the
they do
context of
take
the market.
away.
So
but
not
they take
only
away.
not only do they
give
demand
and take.
houses, but they also build more houses as well. They increase this housing supply. So this whole argument that it increases housing prices is only true really for the short term. The long term, it's not true, and it's only true for very, very high levels of immigration in the short term, right?
Right. But both sides are speaking the same language. We both want people to come to our country because quite frankly, they probably do a better job than most white Americans do at building things. I'm with you there.
I don't know
But
why
dude,
you specifically just say white Americans.
Okay. All right.
White Americans.
Americans are here because that's the way you guys think, right? I know that's what you're thinking. But the thing is, like, I want people to come from other countries because we need them, but we just have to do it in an organized way. Like, you can't
I don't
have
think
this
that
many
you
people.
care about that
Everyone
organized
agrees with
way.
that.
You don't care about that organized way. You
Absolutely
don't care about the law.
organized
You
way,
don't care
but there
about.
can't-
You don't.
no,
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 you
no, no,
don't,
there
because
can't
you
be.
just. I just gave you
Dean, there
a
can't be an
reduction
organized way
and
to get 'em
drill
out.
down. One moment.
There's
I
too
just
many
gave you a
people here.
reduction and drill down on how the Trump administration is, with disorganization, infringing on the Constitution, breaking federal law, and ignoring human rights, and you just brushed it off your shoulder. I am not led to believe you when you say that you care about the fact that undocumented immigrants are breaking the law by committing a victimless federal misdemeanor that's adjudicated in civil courts, when you're able to turn around and ignore the president and his administration infringing on the Constitution, infringing on federal law, and ignoring human rights.
So are you
Convince me
speaking on the
otherwise.
examples of Minnesota, or what are you talking about when he's like the extreme that you're talking about? He's killing people.
I'm speaking on
he's,
examples across this
going against
country, including the murders in Minnesota, including ICE
Okay, so
revising
what-
their policy to allow for constitutional violations, including ICE illegally
Like
deporting
what?
people with no due process. Like arresting people without judicial warrants under typical circumstances, like barging into the houses of people in violation of their Fifth Amendment rights without judicial warrants. Like illegally deporting Abrigo Garcia, then having the Trump administration argue that he's going to stay there. Like illegally deporting 3 planes worth of Venezuelan immigrants with no due process.
The guy that
having
was
adjudicated
committed
by
of
a federal
sexual assault?
judge. Oh no, that guy's Trump. Not
So do you
Abrigo
want
Garcia.
Okay, but do you want people who
Exactly.
are
It's only a
criminals?
talking. When you
Do you
thought
want-
it was Abrigo Garcia, you brought it up as a talking point
Nate.
to ignore the fact that we broke
Look,
the law
Dean,
and
I
illegally
don't
deporting
care.
him.
Trump's
But
a
then
sec-
when you learned that
you
Abrigo
can bring up the
Garcia
civil-
it was not guilty of sexual assault, but rather
Yeah,
Trump
and
is,
he
you
just
just say,
stopped because
okay,
he
I don't
just- he
care.
just said
Once
that
again, just
nasty ass shit.
re-demonstrating that
I
you
don't-
don't
I
care
don't
about
care,
sexual
he's a
assault, you don't
sexual
care about
predator.
women, including a civil court that found him guilty of rape, and then in response you said, okay, I don't care. So which one is it? Do you care? Do you not
Is
care?
your-
I don't care. So which one is it? Do you care? Do you not
Is your-
care? Do you want
is
to uphold the
Dean-
Constitution? Do
is
you want
you
to burn
get-
it? Do you want
is
to uphold the
Dean-
Constitution? Do
is
you want
you
to burn
get-
it down? Because right now it
Look.
seems like you don't really have any principled ideological worldview here, where you stand on your convictions
have
and apply
a-
them unanimously.
Oh,
But rather,
dude,
it just seems
very
like you
principled.
have a cult that you will principally stand by and change your narrative to in contortion of reality, whenever it requires it.
Yeah. Colt
There we
is
go.
my
We gotta
family,
fix. We
right?
gotta fix.
That's my
We're
principle.
proposing
Colt
There we
is
go.
my
We gotta
family,
fix. We
right?
gotta fix.
That's my
we're
principle.
proposing slavery would personally benefit you and your family. Would you support the reimposition of slavery?
No,
Someone legally enter the country?
it's not for me to decide.
Wait, if
I'm-
they're
if
going
I'm
through
a
the legal
judge, like,
process
I'll make that
and
call,
you
but
get
that's
to
not-
wait, Nate,
Yeah,
if they're going
a lawyer. I don't know what that means.
Listen,
So
Nate, listen.
I know what it means,
Listen,
but I don't
gave you
know
the
like
conditions.
the.
Nate, I literally gave you the
nitty-gritty.
conditions. I have to repeat this because you didn't listen.
No,
Okay.
Tell me what tell me
Oh my God.
what does it mean when someone
Oh my God.
what does it mean when someone's held civilly liable?
Yes.
You educate me. What does that mean?
Yeah, a civil court girl's vagina against her will, and he was
Okay.
forced to pay millions of dollars because of that. The reason why it wasn't a
Well,
civil
okay.
case, and
You
not
hear
a
his
criminal case,
fucking dirty
is
ass?
because of the fact of the context of a criminal court, which is ridiculous and shouldn't exist. It's the societal limitations in terms of.
Yeah. Look, man, I don't know, but how have you guys not thought of any other like talking points besides
Nate,
this?
we
Like,
have
you
plenty of
think-
other
you
things
think-
to talk
you think
about.
It's a slam dunk. It's not a
It is.
slam
That is-
dunk, bro.
One moment.
That was such a dumb
No one
topic.
cares,
No
dude.
argument. Hey, Nate.
Talk
you-
about anything else.
Hey, Nate. To build more border wall.
Bro,
Yes.
the
So
civil-
before
the
we were talking
civil,
about Donald Trump being held civilly liable for rape, were we talking about the fact
Uh-huh.
that the only reason why undocumented entries into this country has fallen is because of the heinous human rights abuse and yeah,
Would
answer,
have
no,
had
no,
done
stop
what
talking.
Trump's-
About is the fact that Donald Trump is the only thing
Appreciate
that
it.
we've been over.
I bet
well,
his
I'd like to
girlfriend
make
can
some
cook.
money in the VOD.
I bet
and
she
if you
can
didn't
cook up.
say me $100. How does that sound?
comes up on the live, you bring it.
But rapists cannot get hired as a fry cook at McDonald's, and that is policy that every American agrees upon. But as soon as it's the president of the goddamn United States of America, we shouldn't care if they barge into their dressing rooms. We shouldn't care what the hell they do because they're still a good man and a good president. Outing y'all as the pedo protectors, outing y'all as the rapist protectors, outing y'all as the people that don't care about women and girls, don't care about survivors in deep red counties that look at this country. And it's time that we like ring the bell. Disregard for the victims of very serious crimes, all because the president has green-lighted you into being a misogynistic pig that doesn't care about little girls who have their says they know that you don't fucking care and you're still going to support them no matter what. And you even said that you care about your own family. Okay, well, what if it was your own family? What if it was your wife? Care, we're still
Eugene Carroll, no one cares
Eugene.
about that. Obviously, I'm very, very supportive of what you just said right there. I don't support the Epstein. No one freaking is down, and he'd lose I would never support him again.
Why can you draw it in one scenario but not the other? Why can't you identify that that's the
Because-
exact same thing that you're defending
I've
with
done-
Donald Trump?
I've done-
You dispute.
I
You
did
do.
it because
To
I
me,
did
it sounds like you
dude, I
didn't.
did it. Your own conclusion. Yeah, you came in your own. I came in mine, and we move on, dude. We freaking move the frick on. Like holy moly, right? So I'm on. I
So
want
what
to
if
talk
you
about the
know it was
Epstein
true?
files. No, I would not. I would not support that.
Can we
I wouldn't
agree
know.
that sex are unconsensual sexual? If a
Three
man
words.
to the bathroom to allow himself.
One-
a random hypothetical.
No one is sentenced.
If a
Three
man
words.
to the bathroom to allow himself.
One-
a random hypothetical.
No one is sentenced 45, 50 years.
Like pivoting.
Because you're trying to
Is it-
push me into
is it-
45,
is
50
it-
years.
like pivoting.
Because you're trying to
Is it-
push me into
is it
corner,
sexually
dude. I get
exploitive
what you're
here?
doing. Corner,
Sexually
dude. I get
exploitive
what you're
here.
doing.
Is it sexually exploitive here? Okay. For a man, is it sexually exploitive here? Okay. For a man to exploit women and girls sexually by barging
I don't support that.
women and girls sexually by
I
barging,
don't support that.
is it sexual exploitation?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a
All
lawyer.
right.
So
Okay.
I'm not a
All
lawyer.
right.
So I don't know the full definition.
So you just said
and
So you said, if you knew it is sexually exploitive for a man to barge into a woman's dressing room to look at Donald Trump,
Is everybody okay?
because I need to tell you the two paths. Admit that Donald Trump has crossed that red line, take the red hat off, and redact your loyalty for MAGA. Because you said if you knew Donald Trump was guilty of sexual exploitation, you would no longer support him. You agreed that barging into a woman's dressing room, looking at them while they have no clothes on, is sexual exploitation. And you just listened to a clip of Donald Trump admit to exactly that, with no spine and no morals. And try to find some way, any way, to convince me and Parker and the rest of this stream listening that somehow makes sense in employment of mental gymnastics, baseless counter arguments, or just a complete ignorance of it with an attempt from you to pivot. That's the path Trump after hearing.
hey, kid, then that probably means he's a pedophile.
But you
I
still
don't
think he's the
support
right
that
guy?
at all. I think he's for sure way more than Harris, dude. Absolutely. She's just not. She's spineless. She's got no.
I haven't heard that one yet. I have, quote unquote, I think he's a pedo. but I still support him and think he's the right guy. That is the first time I've ever heard somebody take the mask off and be honest about that fact. I've never heard anyone say that before.
Yeah,
I do
Trump
these
could
live
shoot
streams.
someone on Fifth Avenue, and literally that guy would still support him.
Right.
Trump could do literally anything, and that guy would support him. Literally,
Right.
there's nothing, not a single thing Trump could do that could come out.
No, right. Literally nothing. There's nothing that could come out. Like, wow. I do. So for those of you watching that don't know me, or this is your first time in the stream, I do these live streams for 4 hours a day, every day. And I've done these live streams for 4 hours a day, every day, since before the last election. I have never heard anybody say that.
I have, sadly.
Wow. Yeah, so yeah, I guess it's my first time. Xander, hi, how old are you?
I did not even mean to join this.
Oh, well, before you leave, you in the comment section, you said that he cooked me. So you're on board. You don't care if he's a pedo?
I don't, everybody else was saying he cooked you. I just said it. Nah, I don't support him.
All right, Dean, I'm gonna get off for today. Have a great day, man. Have a good Valentine's Day, man.
Yeah, man, you as well. Have a good rest of your night.
Peace out, peace out.
Yeah, you as well. You as well. We're going to move on to the next guest, guys. Only hop inside of the queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Donald J. Trump as president. All right, we're going to go to get those two next guests in here. All right, what is going on, Kayla, and what is up, Jack? So both of you guys are kind of on that same page. You don't care if he's a pedophile. You'll still support him?
What?
You don't care if he's a pedophile. You'll still support him?
Who's a pedophile?
Well, that's what the last guest said.
Oh, I just said he cooked you to get your attention. I don't even know what the guy said.
Well,
but I am a Trump supporter.
It's good to know that it's rage bait. I'm actually happy that it's rage bait compared to you being honest. What about you, Kayla? You're also doing the whole he cooked you thing, so you're on that same page. You wouldn't care if he's a pedophile. You still support him? Kayla? Kayla, hello? Oh my God, bro, we're doomed. We're so doomed as a society. I wish I could show my TikTok chat over on YouTube. It is flooded with people saying that he cooked me. The whole chat. Wow, man. Listen, guys, there has never been more urgency. Please vote in the midterms. Please vote in the midterms, guys. Every single message in the TikTok chat, every single one is saying that he cooked me when he said that he doesn't care if he were to be a pedophile, he'd still say that he's a good president. Oh my God. Y'all gotta vote.
Hi, Dean.
Y'all gotta vote, bro. Every single message. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like good versus evil. It doesn't even like rage bait me.
What's talking about?
It
Dean?
doesn't
He said it's like he said this shit is basically like good versus evil.
It scares me.
So that's exactly what it is. Me and you just said that.
All right, we got the next guest,
good.
Michael. What
you
up
have a
into
good
the
heart or
box.
you don't, and you just see that shit. You can tell.
All right,
Nigga,
Michael's
if you fuck with Trump.
Not connecting. Let's go your very best to follow our rules, to abide by them. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up into the box right now, y'all. Let's go to get that next guest. Let's stream my bio on TikTok, pin message on YouTube, and the handle's at the top of the phone. Hi, welcome in. Do you support Trump? Nope, they just automatically left, guys. We are struggling with finding Trump supporters today, likely because there's not too many left, and the ones that are left are super crazy. I don't know, though. Hi, welcome in. Do you
Play
support
Farm
Trump?
Sim.
No, you're not the Farm Sim kid. Get out of here. You're unoriginal. You're not original, bro. You're not original. Moving on to the next guest, Madison. Hello, Madison.
Screaming penis is such a cutie bastard!
Dude, oh my God. How many accounts do they have?
What's going on, Dean?
What's up, man? Do you support Trump?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm freshly 20.
All right, man. I'm going to thank a couple of people, then I'll pass you the mic. First and foremost, Broccoli, thank you for the $5 over on Super Chat. Scooter, thank you for the $5 over on Super Chat. Thank you so much, Broccoli and Scooter. I'd also like to thank Angry YouTube. Thank you for the $10 who says the things patriarchy will do to people. The things that patriarchy and Trump will do to people. It's insane. Thank you for the $10. Same thing with you, Lord T. Thank you so much for the $20 over on YouTube Super Chat. Literally saying the Dow's at $50,000. Thank you so much for the $20, Lord T. And then Fit Dad CEO. Thank you so much for the $50 over on Super Chat, Fit Dad. You are you one brain cell numb nut. That's in response to the last guest who kept on calling her Eugene. I appreciate you for correcting his ass. That guy was crazy. Thank you for the $50. Show some love to Fit Dad down below. And then, thank you so much for the $15 over on Venmo, who says, I was 13 years old when I heard that clip of Donald Trump saying that he could grab girls by their private parts. Next thing I know, he's elected for president twice. A sad message that sends so many girls out there. I couldn't agree more, Anita. Thank you for the
fucking
$15.
gross.
Ben, 100 Rita W's, and Daniel, thank you for the $10 as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. Then Morgan, thank you so much for the $20. Who says, keep on doing what you're doing. You're making a difference. I appreciate you so much for that love and support, Morgan. Julie with a $22 says, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for everything that you do. Well, thank you so much, Julie. Happy Valentine's Day to yourself, and thank you for the $22 donation. As soon as I'm done with my live stream here, I'm going to be taking my girlfriend out to dinner to celebrate Valentine's Day. I can't wait. Thank you so much for that love. Same thing to Martina. Thank you for the $15. Who says, hey, Dean, thank you for having the patience to do what you do. Love watching your streams. Keep being great. Well, I'm happy you enjoy the live streams, Martina, and thank you for your support. Same thing goes to you, Kat. That's Kat with a K. Thank you for the $10. And then Jennifer, thank you for the $50 over on Vidmo. That came in 30 minutes ago. I'm so grateful for you, Jennifer. Show some love to Jennifer down below. Jennifer with a 50 says, this old white lady loves you. Well, this young white man loves you. Thank you so much for that love, Jennifer. Huge shout out to Jennifer down below in that comment section. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're all caught up over there on Venmo. Let's quickly catch up on PayPal, and then we'll hop into this next debate. Caroline, thank you for the $10 on PayPal, who says, something is wrong with these people. Strong nerves to you, Parker and Santana. When you talk to Santana again, you definitely need them to deal with this bullshit. Oh my God, there's something just instrumentably wrong with a lot of them, Caroline. Thank you for the $10. Same thing to you, Othie. Thank you so much for the $5. Who says this admin is covering for Preds? Yep. Sophie, thank you for the $10. Let's get 100 Sophie W's. And then Shakira, thank you so much for the $50 from SJ. SJ, thank you for the 15. Who says, just sending you some love. I know that you've been going through it lately. Love you, Dean. I love you too, SJ. Let's get 200 SJWs. Same thing goes to you, Amy. Thank you for the $15. Who says, thank you for what you do. Well, thank you so much for the love. And we're all caught up. Once again, if you're watching and you like the stream, you want to support me, you want to support what we do here so we can continue to do this for 4 hours a day, 7 days, go ahead and hop into that debate. Take it away, Maddie. Tell us how the hell you still support this terribly authoritarian regime.
I just have to say that I think people like you are the reason that Kamala lost. Instead of utilizing the big platform that you have to tell people why you should vote for Democrats and the big plans that the leftist party has for this upcoming election, the midterms, everything, you utilize it to absolutely bash on a man with a shady background that doesn't even have place to run. He's done with his 2 terms, how to vote for the leftist party. And I know you try to do that sometimes, but I feel that every time I join your lives, because I see him almost every day, and I always see you just bashing on Trump. He can't vote. You can't vote for Trump anymore. He's the president. He won't be president again. But I feel like you should either shift your views over to JD Vance, who will likely be running and be the president, or shift over to like supporting AOC or supporting more people on the leftist.
Well, what I'd say here is that you're wrong. Okay, so first and foremost, before people even open their eyes to considering voting for a Democrat, if they're deep in that MAGA cult, they first need to be able to leave that cult and step aside from Trump because of exactly what we discuss on this live stream on a daily basis. Not to mention that in that same breath, okay, every single thing that we discuss on this live stream surrounding why the Trump administration is in the wrong, surrounding why Donald Trump is a bad president, and surrounding why the GOP is terrible for the American people are reasons to vote for the left. Because for every dean on the internet telling you why Trump is a bad president and why his administration is failing the American people and exactly how, there's a congressman or woman out there running for office right now as we speak saying, well, here's what I'm going to do now that you've been convinced that this is a bad thing to make it better. Okay? There is a Democrat in Congress like Rep. Rokana saying, now that Dean has convinced you that the GOP and the Trump administration are failing the American people by not releasing the Epstein files, I, as a Democrat, will now force them to release the Epstein files by pushing the Epstein Files Transparency Act. I, as a Democrat, am going to attempt to hold Pam Bondi accountable. I, as a Democrat, am going to be asking her these questions and calling her into Congress to expose the lies and the cover-up and the lack of transparency from the Trump DOJ. Not to mention that there is a diverse ecosystem of outspoken voices in American politics. It will never be a one-man job. And what you just condensed it down to was a one-man job. You said, Dean, it is solely your responsibility to ensure that the Democrats win. In response, I say, no, Dean, it is not solely my responsibility to ensure that the Democrats win. I am just merely a cog in the machine that will ensure that the Democrats win and that the authoritarianism of the right is undercut come midterms. I'm using my voice to do a part, just like many others out there that are using their voice to do a part by centering their time and focus on why you should be voting for the Democrats come midterms.
I mean, this is the first time I've ever heard you say anything like this on a live. Like, I tune into your lives a lot. I watch your lives for almost like an hour every day, and I don't hear
these young kids think they know about these stupid kids know. What do you mean?
Like,
do you mean the people he's debating, or do you mean Dean himself?
That want to come up and be a leftist and take
and I
down
feel
Trump's
like you being young has nothing to do about knowing about the real world.
I support Trump because I don't think Kamala would be able to handle making the country better.
Okay. So do you think that Trump is making the country better?
Guys are streamers.
I think that Trump is taking Biden's terrible economy and
also,
terrible...
wait, I'm so sorry. I just have to say here, another point against your claim there is during the election,
don't remind.
I was known as the white boy for Kamala Harris. I spent my time during and before the election.
Yeah, they do.
For literally
Dude, that's the thing.
I
feel like, and I feel like I'm assuming you're a Trump supporter just because just your how you answered that. But like, if you go, I'm super not biased against anything. I'm not right wing. I'm not left wing. I'm just a good person. You know what I'm saying? Pure point blank. If you go and listen to Dean talks about Biden all the time. He talks about how Biden wasn't a good person. But he did more than what Trump has done for the country. We weren't in a recession like we are now. We didn't have tariffs like we do now. Our president wasn't a pedophile like it is now. There's a whole lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you can say what you want, but I mean the facts are. I mean the proof's in the pudding. You know what I mean?
This chat
of the DNC. I interviewed
Dean
the
is next
head
level
of the
stupid.
DNC on this live stream, and you're
Shit.
gonna tell me that I'm not
He's
doing
obviously
enough
smarter
to
than you because
or
you're
voices
a Trump supporter.
I didn't say you weren't.
Like I
doing
said,
enough.
I'm not
just said
left
that
wing,
you
right
should be
wing,
making it
but I'm a
I mean,
smart
it
person.
just sounds like
And
you're
just off
just,
me doing my
you
own
know,
research,
petulant man
I know that
child
Trump
who
is not the
cares
guy I
about
want to
Hey,
vote for.
Now, are the
Why
allegations
you-
in
why
that
you
chat
mute
true?
me
Do you
now?
follow?
Why you mute me
Do you
now?
follow children?
I don't follow you. I am a child.
You're under
Let's
the age
go
of
ice,
18?
baby. Yes, I'm under the age of 18.
Okay. Oh, well, I now understand the way that you are because you're not a.
Could you try to get on the live with
You're
Dean?
just a petulant child.
No.
Yeah, you're a man.
I don't want to
go
get on
get
the
the
live
next
with him
guest
because
loaded
I
up into the
mean
box.
we
Only
talk.
opposite
I
of
would.
you if you
I
happen
kind
to
of talk
know.
about the same things as
We've
him.
got
You know
the
what I mean?
next guest's A name
If I was on the
the
live with
box.
him, we wouldn't have a debate about anything Trump related because. Yeah, we have this. Yeah,
Hi, welcome
we
in.
have the same thoughts about Trump.
I love you.
Jesus Christ. So gonna get that next guest loaded in.
Yes, yes, that's actually very
Okay, we
true.
got Michael
Biden
Burns,
has a
43
ton of
connecting.
pedophilistic as disgusting videos, just like Trump does. They're both disgusting. Biden is nasty. Trump is nasty. Let's be for real. Kamala, was way more qualified to be a president than either one of them. Let's be for real. She actually had every seat. She's had every seat in the fucking. What is it? In Congress. She's literally sat in every seat in Congress. No one else has done that ever. Even anyone that's ever been president ever has done that. And people are like, she can't be the president. She can't be the president. But she's literally done more than every single one of these people that are president. You hear me? Every seat in Congress she's taken. She's sat in every seat of Congress. Just so you know.
I'll be in there in just a second.
Then why you say you're in the middle?
Okay.
I didn't say I was in the
Put you
middle.
on
I
mute.
just literally
Just
said
unmute
that
your mic once you're
I
pulled
don't
over.
have any standpoint
And
really,
if you don't know
but
how to
I'm a
unmute
good
your
guy.
mic once you're pulled over, just
You
move the
can
live
rewind it a
mic
little
and then
bit.
click
There's a
the
little red button at
in
the bottom of
order
the
to
screen.
unmute your
Rewind it a
mic,
little
pull
bit.
over, just click on your
Yeah, I don't.
picture, then click on the icon.
I don't agree with Trump.
And we'll be having
I'm just a
great
good guy.
conversation with that guy in 10 minutes.
I'm not left.
In the
I'm not
meantime,
right
we're gonna
wing.
get
I'm
another
just a
Trump
good
screen
guy.
loaded up in here just for the meantime. But once again, guys, yeah, if you do want to support me on Venmo or PayPal, you could actually find that in the link tree in my bio on TikTok, pin message on YouTube, and the handle's also at the top.
That doesn't mean shit.
We're gonna move on to the next guest right now. We're gonna move on to the next.
Why do
guest
you
right now.
support Trump, bro?
We got the
Joel,
next
please
guest,
tell me
Hayden.
why you
Welcome to the box.
support
Here we
Trump.
go. Hi, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
I'm underaged.
Okay. Well, you got to be at least 18 to hop inside of the queue. Please follow the rules. Let me know why y'all are breaking them.
What the
Moving
fuck?
on to the next guest right now. We're just looking for some drum supporters. Moving on to Gabe. Here
What was
we
that?
go. Hi, welcome in, Gabe D Sports.
That is the middle. I know. There's no middle. You don't have to be. You don't have to be in the middle. He said, "Well, then you're in the middle." No,
Okay,
that's not how that. That's not what that
Moving
means
on
at
to the
all.
next guest right now. Only up inside of the queue.
If I don't
MAGA.
support the right wing,
What
if
are
I
we
don't support
doing?
the
We
left
have
wing,
Barry loading up
and
his
I just want to
box,
do
but
my
there's
own thing,
literally
I'm
zero Trump
my own
supporters
little
that are gonna
like
talk to me. Except for this trucker.
free
I'll
agent,
talk to this
then that's
trucker.
what you can
Once
do.
he's pulled
Just like
over.
you can do that
Once
too.
again,
You don't
Mr.
got to
Trucker,
support the
just repeat
president
this
just because
once
he's
you
the
pulled over.
president of the United
Click
States.
on the
Our
icon
president has
of
known
yourself.
files.
Click
I don't
on
have to
the mic.
alleged
I
this. I
turned
don't
the
have to
mic.
say allegedly.
Turn back
Nothing
on.
like that.
I'll
Because if you
turn
go
back
into
on.
civil cases,
Hello,
you can go look it up
D-Sport
right now. He's a pedophile. Pure point blank. Grabbing a woman by her vagina without asking her, and then her going to the
Bro.
fucking police and
How many
telling on
counts do
you.
they have, bro?
Pure point blank. That's
Yo, Mario! Thank you
It's,
so much for the
I'm just saying.
$100 over on YouTube Super Chat. I appreciate you so much for that love, Mario. I want y'all to show
Thank
some
you,
love to Mario.
Hello.
Another child.
That is not true.
Down below in
That
the
is not
comment
true.
section right now. I
Kamala,
appreciate you so
just the
much for
same
that
as
$100.
every other person in
One moment,
Congress,
Mario. Hello?
has sat down and she was voted into her seats. Every single
Okay.
seat that she has
Did he
sat
pull
in,
over?
she has voted into. She might have. There is a couple things that she did do though. Kamala did
awesome.
date
Yeah,
somebody
just
that was
set your,
already in house, which
microphone a little bit closer to
which
your
was,
head
you
so
know what I'm
can
saying?
hear
I
you
feel
a
like
little
that
better.
is kind of just like the play. She
I'm
did
just
what
gonna
she
read
did
off-
on purpose. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
She
I'm
ended
just
up
gonna read
dating
off
somebody
Mario's
that was
message and
in
then we'll move
house
to the debate.
because that's what she
Mario,
wanted to
seriously,
do.
I really-
But I mean,
really
I'm not saying
appreciate
that's
the
right.
$100 who says
But
thank
guess
you.
what?
This country needs
She
voices
did
like
what
you.
she
Stay
did. She
strong.
put in work.
I appreciate you so fucking much, man.
She
I
put
wanna
in
see
work. I'm just
1,000
saying.
Mario W's down below in the comment section.
She put in
Thank you
work
so
to
much,
get everywhere
Mario.
she was.
You're the best, bro. Seriously. Thank you. All right. Michael, go ahead and take it away. Tell us why the hell you support
Good and
like, the
smart people
worst
don't need to
president of
state
your
it.
goddamn life.
I feel like, yeah, that's very true. Smart people don't need to state it, but I feel like that's when they don't have to state it. They'll show you. You know what I mean? I feel like even with all these people that were in office that got kicked out by all these dumbasses that voted for Trump, I feel like, you know what I mean? They showed how smart they were until dumbasses like probably you, you know what I'm saying, voted her out of office because you guys have no wits and just believe anything that fucking is in the air. You watch the news and watch fucking Fox Entertainment all fucking day. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I did too, by the way. I'm 65. I know a little bit more than you, young buck.
Yeah, you're full of shit too.
No, I'm actually 65. But young buck, tell us. Tell us, young buck.
If you're 65,
I'm keeping you. You're my new streamer. Thank you, Bel. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Primarily, it's like this.
And happy Valentine's Day to everybody, even the ones that support Trump.
Okay. Trump as president running this country, I think he's doing a good job. He's got a lot of things I don't agree with, but I think he's doing a good job in a lot of
I've been
areas.
very voted in.
A lot of things that he's doing I don't agree with. I damn sure do not agree with any pedophile, any sex offender.
You know, I know for sure. I definitely agree with that. Thank you.
Of the United States
Thank you.
government.
I really do appreciate that. Thank you.
Being said, we've had several of
Like
them
I say, I know I'm not on the MAGA side. That's all I freaking know. I don't care about like the left or right side. You know what I'm saying? I just know that MAGA's not good. It's not
I
good.
wouldn't let her run a doghouse, let alone the presidency of the United States. Looking at the past that she has, she didn't get there the proper way. And I'm not going to say anything more about that.
We're talking about it right now.
You should say
Kamala.
something more and explain your view.
I have seen and talked, well, not directly talked, but I have seen conversations and videos of people who talked about Kamala Harris back in California, sleeping her way to position.
Yeah.
Okay.
This person said I need to get in my lane and just be a
You talk
Democrat.
about
You don't want to get confused
Trump
with these
having
MAGA,
said he
these
grabbed
MAGA
woman's,
people.
vagina. I don't like that he
I
done
like that a
or
lot.
he
MAGA
said
people are
that.
crazy.
I
No,
don't
literally,
like that he
trust
walked
me.
in on other women.
I've
I'm
already,
old school type
I'm
person.
starting to see it. I've been kind of
Body,
seeing it,
owner of the
but like
company,
just doing my own
non-security,
research and
they
like
should
I
knock
said,
his
just
ass
being my
the
own
fuck
free
out and
agent and
kept
just
him out
like
of there.
just looking at the world.
Job or no job, that's
Can I
MAGA
hop in?
is
Can I hop in here?
so crazy.
Yeah, go ahead.
What state are you from?
What state am I from?
Yeah.
Originally, I was born in Tennessee. I live in Texas.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So let's just go
I feel
with,
like that's very dumb
Texas,
statement.
since that's where you live.
I feel like that was very
Can
dumb.
you
What do you
name the
mean by that?
mayor of any
No
city
witches in the White
Texas?
House.
No, I don't follow.
What makes you say she was a witch? She was a
Can
Christian.
you name the mayor of any city in Tennessee?
She's a whole Christian.
Right. Neither can I. And I'm from Colorado. I couldn't name the mayor of any city in Colorado, including the city that I live in, even though I literally fucking met him once. Which is typical, by the way. A vast majority of all Americans simply do not know their mayor and do not know the mayor of any town in their state. That's a fact. So how the hell are you expecting, millions of people in California, enough to literally get her up to be a senator of them, to not only know who Willie Brown was?
That's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to protest to get your way. I don't know if you know about protest or like why protests were started, but that's exactly why you protest, is to get your way, is to kind of make a disruption in society, to make something happen, to make a change. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be out here hurting people and doing all these things. What actually is happening is, there's a couple people that do, you know what I mean? Even if you want to bring up the Cameron Preddy, if you want to bring up him, even if you want to bring him up 11 days prior, yes, he did get into it with the cop, but that still didn't justify anything that had happened to him, period, point blank. So it's just, I don't know. I feel like everything they're going to say, I'm going to be able to shoot down because it just doesn't make sense. I feel like you're trying to justify someone's bad behaviors. And I feel like that's everybody on the MAGA side. They see exactly what these people are doing wrong and they justify their bad behaviors.
Down at the kitchen table with my friends and eat dinner with them. Had them come to my house. My wife is Hispanic.
She's Indian one day,
So
black another.
that
No,
is
she's
not
told people that she is black.
She's got black friends.
Period.
Totally.
Wait a minute.
I was into Kamala. Like, I know a lot about Kamala.
Oh, he did the thing. I don't think I've
She
ever,
told
like,
everyone
ever,
she was
like,
black.
really seen somebody do the thing. You know, that doesn't change anything.
Deal, what up, big dog?
Still, yet your beliefs surrounding Kamala Harris not being able to get into the position of power that she was because of legitimate
With a physical threat. And how was a physical threat?
Sex and the fact that she was in a relationship.
So are you talking about okay, we can go on to other things too. So if you want to go into Renee Good, how was she making a physical threat? By leaving when the cops told her to leave, and then as soon as she went to go leave, a cop tried to jump in front of her car, still not getting hit by the car, still unjustly murdering her. It just doesn't make sense to me. So please let me know. Even with him, everything that he did, physical threat, what's a physical threat? So if you kick a cop's car, is that a physical threat? No. If you have a gun to a cop's head, is that a physical threat? Yes. If you have a gun to a cop, that's a physical threat? Yes. If the gun is away, is that a physical threat? No. Even if you had a gun on your person, that doesn't mean you are a physical threat. Just so you know, I did three years in criminal justice. Like I said, there's no way you're going to tell me differently. Period, point blank. I just want to let you know that right now. How is that lies?
The man that served it as the next.
There was no lies. You can go look at the videos. Actually, the Trump administration actually went and said sorry because they had people out here, all their little fucking puppets out here telling people the wrong things when society can see exactly what's happening. Society can see exactly what is happening to these people. So people had to come out and tell people sorry because they know they're lying to the people. And then people like your ass, wants to still go support people like that. Which is okay with me. You just keep being duped, and you're going to be living in a crazy-ass world. You don't know what's going on. I know exactly. You know what I mean? I know what's going on. Period. I'm just going to make sure that I vote the opposite way, and then hopefully my little vote freaking helps. Period, point blank. And if we can get to enough people, hopefully we can make a change.
Handled that. And you know what? And maybe if you can educate me. I had a couple things that I wanted to talk about, and one of them was being immigration. The other being the Epstein files.
The officer never got hit with the car.
I know that there's a lot of flack for the
If you
Trump
show me
administration.
proof right now that the officer got hit with the car, I'll give you $10. The officer was never hit with a car. I would literally give you $10 right now if you show me proof. I want to see physical, like 4K proof. That doesn't have to be 4K because none of the videos are 4K. I want to see physical proof where I can see the cop actually getting hit by a car.
But my kind of thing is that the Trump administration was the administration that did release the files, and the Biden administration had almost 4 years to do so. Why didn't they?
Because for the first
what's your
years
view
of
on
their
that?
administration, the totality of the files were involved in an active and ongoing prosecution of Ghislaine Maxwell. then during the last year of their administration,
You said
we could
what?
release them. They didn't because they observed the independence of
BLM
the
rioters
DOJ.
burning
Whether you like
cities
it or
is
not, I actually
protesting
don't like
too.
it. I actually
No,
wish
and
that they
BLM
would
has
have,
nothing to do with left or
implemented
right
upon
wing.
the
That's a whole
independence,
different movement
between
in
the executive
itself.
branch and the DOJ
So
to
that has
enforce the
nothing to
use of
do. That has
violence.
nothing to do about what
But I
we're
mean,
talking
they
about
did
right
so
now.
even when it was,
I don't
not in
support
their
the
best
fucking BLM
interests.
movement
You know,
either
like,
way.
for instance,
I
they
support
could have, like,
black
just
people. I
specifically
support
asked the
white
DOJ
people. I
to
support
release
it
the
all.
files,
I don't
where, like, we
support
saw the
that
letter
because
from
they
Epstein
were
to
doing other
Larry
shit that they
Nassar
weren't supposed
saying
to.
that
Period.
Donald
Point
Trump
blank.
shares their affiliation
Like I
and
said,
sexual
I'm
attraction
peaceful.
for young
I'm
girls, but they
just a
didn't.
good guy. I
They
don't
could
care
have
about none of that
specifically
other shit.
requested that the DOJ
I
only
protest,
release the letter
but I
from,
believe in peaceful
from
protest.
Trump to Epstein in 2003, depicting the naked body of a girl with a statement, "May every new day be another wonderful secret." But they didn't. They could have specifically requested that the DOJ only release the email that Epstein sent to Ghislaine Maxwell in 2011, saying that of course Trump knew about the girls all along, but they didn't. They could have released the statement from Donald Trump after Epstein's
You do know,
arrest
look,
to a local sheriff.
the
saying that
first,
we've all known
okay,
what Donald.
let's be for real. The first, okay, let me get a little technical with your goofy ass real quick. The first bullet that hit her went into the side of her, right? Just so you know, right? The bullet that killed her went into the front of her fucking head. You know what that means? When he started shooting, guess where he was? Guess where he was? When he started shooting her, guess where he was? On the side of her fucking car. I want to let you know right now that everything you're saying is very, very, very wrong, and it sounds like you're a robot. Like you listen to what the internet wants to tell you, and the internet is telling you, and you just like go with it. You run with it. It's kind of it's very disgusting. It's trained. It's are you a dog? It's very scary,
what
bro.
Epstein was doing with
You
his
can't act
girls
like that.
and how he's so evil. Contradicting.
You gotta
Donald
open your
Trump's
fucking
narrative
eyes and
that
look
he
for
never
yourself.
Knew what Epstein was doing, but they didn't. Even though it could have probably.
These people are
been
called
threatened with
useful
the election.
idiots.
So just to
yeah,
answer
and
your
you're
question, it's
fucking disgusting.
because they truly
To ever
believe
tell
that DOJ
somebody
is
to
independent.
ever
Now,
say
in
that,
response to your first
I
claim
hope
that,
you
well,
know that
apparently
like
the Trump administration is the one that
like
released the
your
files.
karma is gonna
Because they
fucking
were
hit you
forced
so
to,
hard.
not
That is
because they
disgusting.
wanted
To ever say that
And
to
that's
someone
not
that
speculation or
was
conspiracy
murdered
theory. They
unlawfully,
literally said that they didn't
that's
want to.
disgusting.
They were
I want to
calling
let
a
you know
vote
that
for
right
the
now.
release of the Epstein files
That's
an act of
disgusting.
hostility against their administration.
And
Donald
I hope
Trump's
you would feel the
calling
same
any-
way if it
run
was
on
your
that
mom
though in
or
the
your
campaign
fucking sister
would
or
do
your
it, though?
brother that
Am
went
I-
through the
or am I
same exact
tripping?
thing. I hope you would
No,
feel the
you're
exact
pointing out
same way
more
and
inconsistencies. Yes. They
say
ran
that
on
they were
releasing the
useful
Epstein files,
idiots.
won the election, then didn't want to release the
It just
Epstein
doesn't make
files.
sense.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. So again, that's
Fucking
like I
dumbass.
just want to speak to like anyone who is in here who's like truly MAGA, like brainwash cult MAGA. You can be an ideological conservative. You can be a fiscal conservative. I'm not too sure where your economic leanings are, Dean. I'd like to hear more about it. But if you are actually true MAGA in here, bro, like wake up. Like, please wake up.
Hey, if you guys
don't
can
have
hit
to
that
be a
like
sheep
button
and
too,
just
I
be
would
brain
appreciate
dead
you
and
guys.
just follow
From the bottom of my
your
heart, we're
party
trying to get like
because
10
they're doing
likes at least,
something,
and we
defend
can.
every single thing, okay? Please, because it gives
Who's
us
your
all a bad
yes, my
rap.
shit.
That's what I'm
W,
just
I
gonna say.
appreciate
That's to
you.
the MAGAs
Thank you,
in
big
here.
dog.
Listen,
Yeah,
that's
sorry,
good,
just didn't
but listen, what you're saying here is good. But considering the fact that like you're still positioned,
Yeah,
yourself
I really
as
don't care
somebody
what
that
you
would
have to say.
ultimately
Honestly,
still
I feel
choose
like
to
you're
support
very
the Trump
just
administration
unintelligent. You don't really know what you're talking
I'd
about.
almost say the same thing to you.
You probably,
But
like I
maybe
said,
not
watch
to
just
the
a lot of
extent.
like
I wouldn't
Trump.
say I do though. Like I feel
And
just
I feel like you should just go
I'm an ideological
look at things for
conservative on
yourself, and
social
maybe you'll
economic
see.
issues.
You could be
That
a
doesn't make
Thomas
me
Massey of
MAGA.
the world. Yeah, listen, what makes
Sure,
you
I
MAGA
think
is
what
the
he did was
fact that you
great.
said that
He's
you'd turn
awesome.
around and you'd vote for Donald Trump
A
again. if
good
you're
family would
California
have
ballot
told
lost
her
the
to.
election.
I said I wasn't sure. I said I
You're
wasn't
fucking
sure.
disgusting.
I'd
You
have
guys
to
are
think more on
gross.
that
Like
one.
that
was
is
on the
nasty.
spot.
All right, so
That is
Well,
disgusting.
how about this? Let's see if I can like change your mind on some small things. So like, what's holding you
I'm
back?
down to have
what?
a like conversation.
That's like
I hate
that's
the
like
way
saying
heated
someone
debates,
like I don't
kinda-
know like that's like going and getting hit by a fucking train. That's like your little fucking sibling going to get hit by a fucking train and someone coming up to you and saying, "Oh well, they should have stayed inside." You guys fucking like that's so dumb. It does not even make sense. I want to let you know like the ideology behind that just doesn't make sense. It's just very very goofy. That's so. Oh my gosh.
I wanted to have like a cool debate with you. You seem like reasonable and like I don't know. I thought it was all right.
What's holding you back from saying that you would never vote for Trump again in your life?
Well, number one was I
Okay,
would
well,
say,
in that
of
video,
course,
you can
like,
see her.
the
Yeah, she did press the
Biden's
gas, but what did she
handling
do
of
when
the
she pressed the
border, which I
gas?
wanted to hear
She
your
turned the
perspective on
opposite
it,
way.
on how you
She
kind of
backed
defend
up
that, or if you
and
are willing
turned
to
this
critique
way.
their handling
As
of the
the
border
officer,
with like
shoots
the
one
mass
time
pouring
in the
people,
side of her
like, it
head,
gets to a
which
point where it is
implies
unacceptable.
that he is sitting
And they
on the
didn't
left
do
side of
much
her
as much
freaking
as-
car,
as much
and
as I
then the
wish they
last
would.
shot, the
Like,
kill
and it's not
shot,
like
was
I'm
in
gonna
the
sit
front of
here
her
and
freaking
read
head,
through every
which
president and be
means
like, "Oh, like, screw
with her
them,"
turning
like,
her
"Oh,
wheel
I
to the
wish they would
right,
do the right
what did
thing."
he do?
And
He
whether
still
they are
went in front of
the
her car to
first
shoot
choice
her
or
in the
not,
freaking head.
That was one of the things. So it's like, I believe if
Just
the
saying.
Kamala Harris-Walz administration was in, there wouldn't be any adequate handling of the border crisis.
I would rank the Biden-Harris administration's handling of the border a B- or a C+. Meanwhile, I would rank
No,
the
it's not,
Trump
dummy.
administration's handling of the
Okay.
border.
Well, you guys need to go maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe just open your
I'm gonna
eyes.
assume
I don't
that's
even gotta
because of
say
the
like do
killing of-
research because obviously you guys are just like
the unaliving
very,
of
very
Alex
unintelligent and not
Preddy
smart at all.
and, Renee
But I would say just open your
About-
eyes.
and about a billion
honestly.
other things too.
Okay. For the record, I do want to say that I do believe that Alex Preddy was unalived unjustly, like absolutely.
Oh, well, and this is
I have
MAGA
family who
himself.
are in law enforcement, and we all
I
kinda
do feel like
came to the
Alex
conclusion
was
that's
killed
BS,
unlawfully.
And their handling of it.
This
saying
is
that
MAGA.
he
This
was
is one of
some,
your friends, by the way.
analysis
This is one of your
assassin.
friends.
Assassin.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, man, that made me sick to my stomach.
And it should. And it should. Like it. Like.
This is one of your buddies, by the
okay?
way.
It is authoritarian. Okay.
I want
to
someone point you to
defend the
respond.
unjustifiable execution of your own constituents in broad daylight. In fact, in my mind, I think that it is state.
That's something I want to start getting into. I just really started
I would
like
be really careful
openly
with the
talking about my
state-sponsored
beliefs and
terror
stuff
thing
on
because, like,
politics.
where my mind
But
kinda
yeah, that's what
goes
I
with
want to
an
get
issue
into
like
is
that
starting
like
to
it's kind of like
do
the
some
bad
debates.
apple argument, which like I do see merit in still. It's like, while yes, there are bad actors who are clearly untrained. and,
I have
like,
millions
I
of
would
views.
say
I really
have
don't
some
care
racial
about
motives
your
who aren't,
opinion, sir.
like, they're
I have,
horrible people.
you know what I mean? I
wouldn't say
got
that
a
makes
lot
the
of
entirety
loyal
ICE,
supporters. I got millions of
a
views.
terror,
I'm
like,
really not
Gestapo
tripping
that
about
people are
what one
framing
person
it. Like,
has to
I wouldn't
say. You
go
know
as
what I
far
mean?
as to say that.
I hear you. Right. And,
You know?
and I feel
Yes,
that
the
there's many
officer did
scenarios
tell
where
her
the
to
one
get out of the
bad
car
apple argument
after
genuinely
another
applies.
officer was telling her
All right?
simultaneously to
However, I
leave
don't
the
think that
scene.
it applies in this
So,
scenario.
I mean,
For-
it's
two
not
reasons.
up to her
The
to,
first
you know what I
main
mean?
reason is that I
She was
believe that
listening
the
to what they told her to
administration is
do,
culpable
period,
for
point
creating
blank.
the environment that
So,
produces actions of
I don't know
those
what you
kinds
want me
in
to say to
place.
that.
All right. The way I think that the Trump administration
And you can go watch that in the video too.
was by
One officer
directing
tells
us
her
to
to leave,
ignore
and
the law.
then as she's
They've
starting to
removed
leave, the
the
other
Amendment
officer tells her to
internal
stay
rules
there,
stating
and
that
then
you can now
she gets
ignore
shot,
people's
dead.
First Amendment right and arrest them without a judicial warrant under typical scenarios. You can now ignore people's
Hey,
First
only
Amendment
if you
rights
knew.
and just barge
Only
into
if you
their
knew,
houses
Chris.
with no judicial warrants. All right.
Only
By
if
just
you really knew,
ignoring
Chris.
Federal law as well. Okay. Deporting people with no due
Where did this guy
process,
get his
having
legal
federal
advice?
judges
Like I
ruling
told
that
you,
actually have to
I
bring
kind of
these
just
people
opened
back
my
to
eyes, and at the
because
same
people
time,
with
I did do
no due
3 years of
process,
criminal
and
justice.
then having like DHS as a whole, Kristi Noem and the Trump administration as a whole being like, no, they're never coming back. I don't care. Same thing with like Abrigo Garcia. Like SCOTUS literally ruled.
So I just take a lot of my life knowledge and kind of put them just with my my actual knowledge, and kind of
like we
here I
don't
am.
give a shit. He's never coming back. Right. That's the creation of this lawless environment that allows for lawless actions to be permissible to take place. And that's like the first 50% of my reason why I believe that this one bad apple
A
argument.
guy
doesn't
standing
apply
in
to
front of you
everyone
means
else
go.
whatsoever.
He wasn't standing in front of
But
her.
then the second 50%, and arguably
He told her to go
more
as there was
important
nobody in
specifically
front of her.
for
There
the
was
state-sponsored
never at
terror
any point
argument,
was there anybody in front of her
after it occurred,
until the cop
they
actually
didn't call him
moved
one
his way
bad
in front of her to shoot the last killing
After
bullet.
it occurred, they called him one of
The
the
kill
many
shot,
good
period.
patriotic ICE agents
Yeah.
that are acting in obedience with the policy and the regulatory guidelines set forth by the Trump administration, by the federal government, and by the Department of Homeland Security. And so that this is an ICE agent that we all need to stand by because he was justifiably
You mean her
shooting
friend that's
a
taking the
fucking
video?
domestic
What the
terrorist
fuck does that have
And
to do
I
with
would agree
anything?
with you.
maximum damage. And
I
those
would
two
agree with you.
reasons comprise my argument insofar as why.
Why
I
didn't you
believe
finish?
that
Did you
this would be an
fail?
example
What are you
of
talking
state-sponsored
about?
terror compared to an example of that one bad apple.
Why didn't I finish
Okay,
what?
so
criminal
I
justice?
agree with
I did
you
finish
on, like,
finish
I
criminal
would say
justice.
the first 50%.
I have a certificate and everything.
No,
I
sorry,
just
the
didn't want to
second
be an
50%,
officer.
What did she say? Oh yeah, how they chose.
I did
to
criminal
stand
justice
by
really
it
for the
instead
Air
of
Force.
condemn
I was gonna go
think,
to the
like,
Air
as
Force,
police
but
officers, federal agents,
it was just a lot for
they
me.
are
I
held
didn't
to the
really.
highest
I don't know. I
standard
felt like there was
because
a lot
we,
of
within our social
a lot
contract,
of.
we give them the ability to take life.
Hold
And
on. I felt like there was a lot of like officers and stuff trying to come up to me. Like it was very weird. It was very weird. It was very pushed upon. I feel like that is another thing. Military is very pushed upon, especially when you're in high school or middle school. That's just one of the reasons why I didn't do it. Oh, that's some other shit. Yeah, but that's just one of the reasons I didn't finish
arresting power, and we need to hold them to a very high standard. So I think I agree with you. That shouldn't have happened, and I'm not proud of my party for that. I won't even say they're on my party. I'm just a conservative. I'm not proud of them for that. For the first thing though, the due process stuff, whatever SCOTUS says, it goes. Obviously, I'm not going to argue with SCOTUS. But I will say that I remember watching some of Charlie's things, and he did mention how there were a couple acts that Trump did enact to
I've been here for 10 minutes. You have
bypass or
said nothing.
quicken the due process.
I've already
I've
already countered every single argument that you had about them being murdered. So what else would you like
in our
me to
country
answer?
illegally? I think one of them was that they could.
What else would you like me to answer? I definitely got you.
Or approximate to the border.
Chris, I can tell that you're not that intelligent, so I feel like this will be a breeze. So what else would you like to know about, you know what I mean, any of the situations that I've, you know what I mean, spoke about so far?
Those people right now who are being deported with like the expedited due process, wouldn't that fall under that act that he invoked?
It would not, because expedited removal with limited due process is not.
I just start talking politics, bro, but you're very easy to talk to. Very, very simple. Very, very easy-minded person. I have no issue. I have no issue answering any question you have for me.
I think that in many scenarios, expedited due process is a violation of one's Fifth Amendment rights. But like you said, legally speaking, what SCOTUS says is what goes. So legally speaking, it's not a violation of their Fifth Amendment rights. But we've actually seen federal courts issue final orders that the Trump administration.
So since Dean's on this topic, what do you feel about that? What do you feel about Trump attacking our Fifth Amendment, our Second and our Fifth Amendment rights? What do you feel about that?
Even in consideration,
you're a MAGA man, right? Tell me what you feel about that.
Removal being within the scope of the duties being within the scope of the abilities of DHS.
I have a question. Do you not care about any other ethnicity but Caucasian or just rich people?
Qualify under this expedited removal or limited due process?
Do you agree? Do you agree that people that have been here for generations, longer than your family has been here, should be illegally taken out of their homes?
I see.
With their families?
Yeah, I understand that. So like as you also I feel like a lot of
just had emotional female answers, so I didn't answer everything that you just talked about. But okay, you're right.
Anyone can come in, leave and be like what is your stance on illegal immigration? Are you for or against illegal
I can see,
immigration?
I need to hurry up and look, babe. I just need to do these debates because I see that a lot of these MAGA people have literally not shit to say. You hear me? Like when I say like the people that have came in here on some trolling, talking shit about, talking about how they like Trump, had nothing to say at all.
Or be deported to another country.
Like I said, they're all robots. They're all fucking robots. It's ridiculous.
Okay, end of story. End of story. But for the undocumented immigrants that are already in this country that haven't been committing these bad crimes, which by the way is a vast majority of them, in fact a higher percentage of them citizens, because they're 2.5 times less.
You're ruining their no, for sure. And that's what I care about. I feel like that's what I care about. Us not ruining our futures, the future of my freaking kids, of the kids out here, the generation now. Like it's already freaking crazy. We don't want better for us. Like it's just ridiculous. I don't get it.
Sorry, I'm just at work right now.
I don't get it.
So sorry, bro. 1 second. One second.
Turn your volume down. I'm gonna put you.
Shouting by a cop and justified
right
defense. I mean,
he's literally at work heading the debate. That's crazy. Yo, Pot, thank you for the $5.
Did you say okay? I have nothing else to say to you. When you're saying that an unarmed man is justified self-defense, I have nothing to say to you because that's like saying, I don't know, that's like saying that somebody, because they're walking down the street and you knew that he had a gun, you went and shot him because you knew that he had a gun. It just makes no sense at all, and I'm done with this conversation. It just makes no sense, and that's me. That's my counter right there because you're just very like, I don't know. I don't want to call you dumb because I know that you have a brain up there, but it's like you gotta think, bro. You gotta think for your fucking self, not listen to the fucking.
Thank you so much for the $20.
Trump.
Best Mayor Willie.
Listen to the Trump.
I've ever heard in my life. Well played. Well, thank you so much for the love, Claire. I've definitely been honing in that argument for years.
Do you know what it means to Trump someone?
Jared, thank you so much for the $25. Who says?
Like I feel like he does exactly what his name is.
With the color that American slavery was not racist. What the fuck, bro? Yeah, bro.
Best response you've had so far?
Shit, Jared, I'm not even gonna give my input on there, bro. Stay fucking safe. Get out of there. Get the hell out of there. Thank you for the $25, Jared. Let's get to it.
It's the same things I've been saying this whole time.
Same thing to you, Kelsey. Thank you so much for the $15 donation. Who says Happy Valentine's Day? Have fun with your girlfriend. Thank you for everything that you do. Here's $15 towards your dinner tonight. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for that love, Kelsey. Genuinely, thank you so much for the love. I want to see 150 W's for Kelsey. You know what? That'll go towards it as her. Thank you so much. Same thing to Alexis. Thank you for the $5. Amber, thank you for the 5. Then Cadence, thank you so much for the $10, who says you're awesome. I love your streams. Thank you so much. And then Avery, thank you for the 5. It looks like we're all caught up over there. On PayPal, MJ,
that's
thank
my
you
best
so much
friend.
for the
That's my
$20,
best friend.
who
What up,
says,
best friend?
Is $20 enough to never let TPA on a stream ever again? You cooking him is funny, but he's too fucking annoying and will never change.
The soy is strong
yeah,
in this
we'll
one.
probably never have that guy up again.
What the
just because
fuck
he
you
will
mean by
never
that?
change his mind. Thank you for the $20, MJ. Same thing too. Anya with a 1, Sasha with a 5, Amanda with a 5, then Emily, thank you for the $17.
Playing Monopoly at work. W,
Says,
best
this
friend.
Is so insane because
I need
it
a
was a trans man
freaking.
or a woman walking into a dressing room and
I've been
and
fucking
speaking those same words,
feel like
they would
shit.
be called for them to be arrested or killed.
Then I
Yeah,
got all
that's
these
the
fucking.
Emily.
I got
Thank
this
you for
MAGA
the
man in
$17,
here
Emily. Absolutely.
acting like he knows what he's talking
Same thing
about.
to Rahel. Thank you so much for the $15, saying thank you for everything that you do. Well, thank
So
you
if
for
a,
the
a
$15,
cop
Rahel.
asks you to leave
then
and you
Caroline,
don't,
thank you for the
you
$10.
get arrested.
Thank you so much. We're all caught up over there.
So if a cop
Chris,
asks
thank
you
so
to
much.
leave and you
Heather,
don't,
thank
what
you so
happens
much.
next? You get arrested.
Heather,
You don't get shot in the
I think
face.
that's my last donut. Please feel bad if you're able. The channel I'm talking about
You
is
don't
that
get
goes
shot in the face.
VA sometimes. Okay, I'll check that right now, Heather. Thank you. For
You
the
do
10.
not get shot in the
Same thing
face.
to
That's
Lord T.
exactly what
Thank
happens
for the
next. Is
$20
you don't
as
get
well.
shot in the
Thanks for that.
face.
Lord T with the 20 says, why isn't this administration going after the companies hiring the undocumented workers as well if they don't want immigrants here? The Langford immigration bill would have sped up the immigration, but Trump still says to kill it. Right, it's because they don't actually care.
When she's
about
obstructing the.
undocumented
How is she
immigrants.
obstructing the
They're
road when the
using
cops told her to
undocumented
stop?
immigration
Right?
as
They
a
told her to stop,
easy
right?
route
And then right after they told her to
to
stop, they're yelling. They're having an altercation, right?
Thank
Then they
you guys
tell her
so
to
much for all
leave.
the love.
So
If
she
you
backs up her car.
want to
As she's getting ready to leave,
comment
they tell her,
on
"No,
that,
stay here.
including
Blah
the
blah blah.
TikTok
Take your
account,
keys out of your
YouTube
ignition. Leave.
messages,
Blah blah blah." They're.
and on top of the phone screen.
What do you expect someone to do? I'm not gonna
all
lie.
right.
I would have left. I would have been
From
left.
you, I don't
Period.
know
Point blank. I would have been left. Get off my dick. Period.
Dude, you know what?
I'm a
We got
U.S.
really
fucking
busy at work
citizen.
here, so
I'm
I
telling you,
can't
it's not
come
gonna be
on
that
the
easy
chat,
with
but I
me.
really appreciate
Period.
the conversation.
Period.
I really liked it.
Like
Yeah,
what?
good luck with
And
everything.
I'm not just holding my gun everywhere because I do not trust fucking police. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm going to a fucking a debate now, from now on, now I know that I can't even fucking justly hold my fucking concealed carry. That I'm not gonna do that. That I'm literally just gonna go and I'm gonna fucking, if I need to go off on a fucking officer, I will. Guess what? And I won't.
Because like
I won't fucking hurt anybody. I don't have to fucking be fighting nobody. But guess what? You can have an argument with a cop. There's nothing illegal about someone fucking arguing. Even with what he did when he's picking up a girl and arguing with an officer,
But like
there was nothing illegal in that.
Look at how sane that guy looked in comparison to every other guest that we've had on this live stream, merely because he wasn't a die.
I'm delusional.
You know
I
what
feel
mean?
like you're
I
very
think
just
that
very,
that
very,
really
very dumb.
demonstrates just how crazy Mac is.
I'm not answering any more of your comments. You're very slow, bro.
You said debate my dad, bro. If your dad with you right now, I would debate him. I kicked you off just because I heard that you're like 14. But if your dad was with you, I'd debate him. We're gonna move on to the next guest right now. On the opposite side of that key of your MAGA. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
How old are you?
19.
And why do you support the worst president of your life, Greg? I mean, seriously.
So you're saying if you disobey the cops, regardless of what you disobey,
I want to have a quick
that you
conversation
deserve to
with
get
you.
murdered.
I'm kind of in the position of I would love to hear all your points.
Purdy and Joe, I feel like y'all should go ride a little love. Like, it is Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like perhaps you guys should go ride each other into the, you know what I'm saying, into the moon. Like, into the fucking heart-shaped moon. And, like, make sure you're, like, kissing and all that, like, other stuff, too, you know what I mean? Trump did get rid of all that stuff, too, right? So make sure you're doing all the stuff that he doesn't like, okay? The fuck are you talking about? You sound very stupid.
If Biden
Why are my messages not showing up? I can see your messages.
Hanging of his Republican political opponents in Congress, no good reason whatsoever, would any reasonable American stop supporting Biden?
Good insults with a good response with insults, no response. I know. Remember, I told you I was done talking to you, so that's all I have for you now. Because obviously you're just dumb enough and just don't want to like see all the information that I'm giving you. So like I don't have anything else to say to you, but that you're an idiot. Period. Point blank.
Support him. I think he's a very controversial figure.
Go support Trump from somewhere else.
I think he says things that are.
Another emotional response.
Probably doesn't even mean
shit. Maybe it was. I'm an emotional person. We all have emotions.
Gain popularity. Like some of the different interviews he's.
We all have emotions.
I pretty much did. Yeah. Like there's reasons to. That's probably a reason to not vote for him.
Okay, so if he did that, you'd no longer be a Trump supporter.
No,
I love the Trump supporters. They're funny as shit.
Saying something like that.
It's like they're so dumb. Like I don't know. It's like very funny. Do you see this shit, best friend? It's like very funny. Like how like unintelligent these people are. It's like I don't know. Like I said, I've said this many times. Trump supporters are like robots. Like they listen to whatever they hear, whatever they see from the Trump administration, and they just go with it. It's God. It's God. It's fuck God. It's whatever Trump says. Period. Point blank. Y'all are fucking weird.
Americans stop supporting them, and you said yes.
Y'all are fucking weird.
I said if Biden were to do that, there would people that would stop.
You have
supporting
black
him. Yeah.
female emotions.
Do you think reasonable?
That's very racist and very, very. That's something I really expect out of a Trump supporter, though. I appreciate you actually commenting that because that's something that I did expect coming out of a Trump supporter.
Basically, my answer is
I did expect
that.
that.
Are going to stop. That are going to stop supporting.
I did.
him.
Trust me, I did.
Do you think they should stop? Do you know what the word should means?
Like potentially.
Like no, this is something that they ought do, right? Like you would argue that it is the case that.
And by the way, I hope this makes you feel a lot better too. I'm gonna actually try to get into a. I'll try one day. I'll probably message him someday.
I don't understand.
But Dean actually follows me on Twitch too.
I really
And
don't get what you're getting
if it makes you feel any better, I will make it my freaking job to try to get into like not even a debate with Dean, but try to get on the box with him just so you see how serious I actually am about this and how terrible you are at debates and how terrible you are of a person in general for supporting the worst president in the history of presidency.
For people to stop supporting him.
There you go.
But
Now you have a good
that's not going
day.
to be
Happy
the main
Valentine's
cause
Day.
Of him losing presidency, saying a controversial comment like that. That's my response.
I think it should be in America.
I mean, that's the thing is
Because we don't execute our political opponents here, right?
Of course.
Do you think that attempting to rewrite the Constitution illegally in an attempt to consolidate power to the executive branch of our government would be a good reason for you to stop supporting Trump as president?
Something about the whole situation,
Maybe.
Maybe. Could I get a little bit more of a clear
Whatever you
answer?
say, my man. Like I said, I've watched the video many a times by myself with my girl. We do research every day on this. I just I have nothing to say to you, my man. I have nothing to say to you.
Rather than the Republican
This is a dead mission. This is talking to a wall, honestly.
I'll just be quite honest. I have my own business. And so the main reason that I voted for Trump was to pay less taxes, straight up.
Okay, listen. What kind of business do you run? Is it an S?
Beautiful
corp,
answers,
C
no
corp,
substance.
LLC, sole
Thank you. I
proprietor?
appreciate
What are we
you.
looking at here?
Maybe if you gave me a real question,
Okay, all right, so
maybe if you gave me a
so
real
then not a
question
C corp,
and
that'd be a
you weren't
business
just, you know what I mean, writing Trump's
So you
micro dick so hard, then maybe I could, you know what I mean, maybe I've had something a little bit better to say to you.
like 50K in revenue a year?
But you're not really saying much at all.
More than that.
Okay, under 200K in revenue?
Wow, you're really going far. You just called me a
Over
black
200K
female.
revenue per year.
You just
million
took
in
this
revenue per year?
into a racist way.
If you're in between
But
200K
I'm
and
going too far.
definitely restructure to C corp.
You just made this racist, but I'm going too far. It makes no sense.
Companies like bringing in over 50K, but that's what the tax account would tell you. But anyways, as far as it concerns me, all right, so you're somewhere in between 200K and $1 million a year. Is it under 400,000?
Yeah.
I mean, yes,
Okay,
but like
yeah,
I'm
yeah, so
try
then
to
guess what?
still
You'd
figure
actually
shit
be
out.
better off under Kamala Harris tax policy because
My bad.
you're
But I'm
LLC,
trying to
not
figure
C
shit out
corp, so
still.
you're not benefiting from the 21% corporate tax rate that it's only applicable to C corps. And then B, Kamala Harris really only wanted to increase taxes on those making over $400,000 and C corps by bumping the corporate tax rate to 28%.
But I'm thinking optimistically because the way that the business is going, it's obviously going to benefit me in the future.
I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. If y'all like the fucking video, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If you're here right now, make sure y'all like, subscribe. I appreciate everybody for watching. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can change this election. You know what I mean? We got a lot of crazy ass people like the people that joined the live today. But I think we still have, I think we got a lot of hope. I appreciate y'all for watching. Everyone have a beautiful and blessed day. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all.